Hello to all my scrappers, junkers, and haulers of all kinds. Gold Champ here. Got another busy day. Got a few hours in the shop this morning. Got a little bit in here to break down, although we did quite a bit. Got lots to do out here. First, we got to get unloaded. Selfie style. We're going to unload, and then we're going to load up the dump, and we're going to hit the road. We got a small junk job to do. We got plenty of stuff to clear out, so we're going to try and get a good load into the dump on our way to that junk job. Let's get at it. Alrighty, we got a lot of stuff loaded up. Load ain't quite finished for the day, but we're going to spend a little more time whacking this pile here. Took a huge chunk out of it yesterday. These are some of the oddball ones that are a bit of a pain. They don't necessarily come apart exactly as quick or as easily as my normal run-of-the-mill stuff, so I like to grab it with the whacker and shake the hell out of it and just rip it apart. We're going to do a little bit of that before we get back to finishing today's load. We done some damage in here. Gone through some A-coils and some line sets. Even went through a few motors. Tore through some of that stuff over there. Got that pile of motors loaded up. Wound up being almost 2 full bins, 2 full Gaylords. And now we got our load ready. We're off to hit the dump and then hit a junk job. Alrighty, on our way to the dump. Then we're on our way to a small junk job. Couch and a bed frame and a mattress, I think, something like that. So not too big, but should be somewhat easy. I believe it's in a garage ready. So yeah, we're gonna knock that out and see what time we have left in the day to see if we can get anything else done. But on our way, in more ways than one. So the baby came a little over a week ago now, a week and a couple days. Although it'll be much later by the time this video gets put out. But yeah, I'm back in the saddle full time now. Overtime, really. And been working on getting the shop straightened up
and we're going to start hitting the advertising a little harder. Try and bring in some more junk jobs. I'll be honest, we're already talking about hiring again, possibly another truck. If this junk picks up quickly, and if we get any more scrap accounts, we're already going to be maxed out. We're going to need more help, so who knows? This summer we might be hiring again, which is fantastic and amazing. I would have never thought it would go this fast, but we're pretty damn busy right now. And I don't want to turn away business. I'm trying to grow, so if we get more coming in, I'm going to need more help. But yeah, I'm excited to be back, working on growing things, getting back into the routines, all that. Let me tell you, all the real excitement happened at my house, delivering that baby. That is now our third home birth, and the second one where I delivered the baby. And there's nothing like it. It's the most amazing thing. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't believe it, I could never. If you're the guy, it's really not that hard. You just got to keep your cool and be ready to call 911 if there's an emergency. All the hard stuff is on her end, so. Oh man. I have now delivered. My first son was delivered at home, but my aunt, who was a labor and delivery nurse, actually delivered him. It was not on purpose. She went into labor and it happened so fast we couldn't even get in a car. We couldn't go to the hospital. So my aunt, who lived close, got there and delivered my son before the ambulance even showed up. So after that, we said, okay, we got a plan for this. We have to have a planned home birth. So we hired a midwife for the next one, who was awesome, and we love. She is fantastic. Alyssa, if you ever hear this, we love you. You were awesome. But my wife goes so fast that she didn't make it either. And we kind of had a feeling that might happen, so I was mentally prepared that time. And I delivered my daughter. And so this time, we felt way more comfortable with it. And we planned to do it just the two of us, and we did. So I delivered my second son. So that is 3 out of our 5 kids were home births, and 2 of those I delivered myself. If you would have told me that 20 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. I would have said you were crazy. I would have said no thank you. But oh my God, I'm so glad things have gone the way they did. There's nothing like it, and it's like there's a lot of fear involved in trying new things with the business or whatever. After you delivered a couple of your own kids, all that stuff shrinks. The fear is considerably lessened when you've gone through the fear of watching your wife go through labor with no assistance at all, and bring your kids into the world and worry about all the things that could go wrong and what you're going to have to do and the decisions you might have to make if things do go sideways, both literally and figuratively. After that, hiring people and buying trucks for a junk removal company, a scrap removal company, really doesn't seem like quite as big of a deal. But things went well, and I'm just extremely proud of my wife. Chelsea is amazing. She is tough as nails, dude. I mean, she's delivered all of our kids. Our first 2 She had a very small amount of pain medication, but no epidural, anything like that. We wanted it as natural as possible. The last 3 with nothing. No painkillers, nothing at all. She's unbelievable. And this last one was the hardest. We thought that Victor, our most recent son, was going to be the fastest one yet because they just keep getting faster every time. But she ended up laboring for a few hours instead of a half hour like our daughter Isabella. He, our newest son, was sunny side up. And for anyone who's familiar with that, you know, but anyone who's not, that means he was head first like he's supposed to be, but he was facing the wrong direction. He was facing towards mom's belly, which is not where they're supposed to be. And it changes the angle of things and makes it a lot more painful, a lot harder, and a lot more dangerous. I was standing there with my phone about to call 911, waiting to see what was going to happen, but she is such a natural at giving birth. She powered through it, and I dropped the phone and I caught my son. And it was unbelievable. So, yeah, anyways, glad to be back at work. Excited to be moving on to the next phase, really officially. I mean, we've been open for junk removal for months now, but we've been slow rolling it because we've been waiting for the baby to come and for me to be completely free. You know, I needed to be around as much as possible, and I didn't leave at all for the last few weeks when we were getting close to her due date. And so that really, puts a crimp in things when you're trying to grow a business, but you can't really advertise or take on too many jobs. But we're back now, and we're getting the shop caught up pretty well, so we're going to start hitting it hard and trying to get those junk jobs in. All right. Finished up that small junk job. We ran through the dump. Now we're heading back to the shop. And it's getting late already, so I don't think we're going to get anything else done when we're there. But that's all good. We got a lot done this morning. Got a lot of stuff out of the shop. Starting to clear space once again. And made some damn good money today. Did almost 4,900 or over 4,900 on the scrap, and another like 175-ish, I guess minus gas, so 150, something like that, on that small junk job. So yeah, we made over $5,000 today. Not too shabby. And I spent a little bit of time hopping out, throwing some bandit signs out, start drumming up some more junk jobs. So hopefully it all keeps coming together. And we can work on starting the hiring process again. And the buying process again, getting another truck. Hell, we need 2 trucks. Need to get a pickup truck and outfit it with some more expensive equipment for Freon recovery and get that service underway. But one thing at a time. I can only do so much, and we'll get there eventually. But until next time, I leave you in pursuit of the next level and reminding you to be relentless.